Yes. Come on out here, Chicago Lazarus What's going on, people? How y'all doing today? I got a quick question for you guys. How many of you guys are excited that we don't have to wear masks no more? Like, it's optional now. For me, I got mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I'm excited about it because it's been 2 years, right? I'm over it, right? I'm tired of buying them, trying to keep up with them, see is it dirty, is it clean, right? But on the other hand, I'm not quite ready to give it up yet. Reason being, because wearing the mask in this pandemic for 2 years made me forget how ugly a lot of y'all are. I mean, it's been 2 years. We gotta ease our way through this, you know? Don't take them all off at one time, because a lot of us is ugly, for real. It's true. And as they stated before, I work in the school system. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, a lot of y'all kids and grandkids are ugly too. Stop telling them they look good, them kids ugly, I'm telling you. Now, in the school system, they say, it's optional. Keep your mask on based on how you feel. If you feel safe, take them off. If you don't feel safe, keep it on. But I'm changing that rule tonight. If your kid's ugly, keep that damn mask on them. They look alright, okay, they can wear it, or take it off. But you be the judge, right? And if you don't know if your kid's ugly or not, it's best to assume that they are. Put that mask on them. I got 7 kids, and I ain't gonna lie, half of them ugly too. So half of them wear masks to school and the other half don't. About 2 days ago, their principal started me, and she asked me, she said, that's kind of interesting. Half of your kids wear masks and the other half don't. Like, why is that? Do half of them feel comfortable and the other half don't? I'm like, no, because half look like me, and the other half look like their mom. I'm like, that's it. That's all. And I got 7 kids, for real. Yeah, I had my first kid when I was 17. And what happened was I dropped out of school in my junior year. So the next year, all my friends were seniors, and and so I'm like, man, I want to be a senior too. So I had a son and named him Junior, so I became a senior. The biggest misconception about me, because I got 7 kids and I'm in their life, people think I'm a great father. Well, that's far from the truth. I really don't care about my kids, to be honest with you. I don't care about them. But the only reason why I had 7 kids because I wanted to be more of a father than I was an uncle. Because to me, uncles are creepy to me. Let me tell you why. Because you just get that title, but you ain't did nothing. You ain't do nothing. Like, a man and a woman meet, they get married, they have a child, they raise them, they earn their title. That's mom and dad. And you just get it for free? Like, what's the catch? Like, you creepy to me, right? And the crazy thing about it is, the older you are as an uncle, the creepier you are to me. Because why you 50 years old and you just an uncle? Like, you don't aspire to be a husband? You don't want to be a father? You creepy as hell to me. I don't even allow my niece and nephew to call me uncle. Because they say, hey, how you doing, uncle? In my head, it's like, hey, how you doing, creep? I don't like that. And one day I'm in the mall shopping, I see my nephew, his friends. He came up to me like, hey, how you doing, uncle? I was like, don't do that. Don't show out in front of your friends. Don't call me a creep in front of your friends. I don't play with you like that. Well, maybe it's just me, I don't know. Because all my uncle was creepy as heck. Like, I had 6 uncles and all of them was creeps. Like, 3 of them was creeps because not only did they not have kids, they didn't have no car, they didn't have no driver's license, and they didn't know how to drive. So you're telling me not only did you not aspire to be more than an uncle, you don't aspire to go nowhere either? Like, you creepy as hell to me. What is going on with that? Now, so my uncles, so 3 of them that didn't have kids, they always stayed with us. But the other 3 that did have kids, I didn't meet them until I was like 21. That what made them creepy to me. Like, when you been hiding your kids over 21 years? You know, so our first play date wasn't at the Sandbox, it's at the damn strip club. Like, that's creepy to me. And then the uncle that did stay, that didn't have no kid, they always stayed with us for some reason. I don't know why. Right? So I had this one uncle who stayed with us. He didn't have a job, but he was the deacon at the church. So in his head, he worked for a Fortune 500 company. I don't know why. He walked around with suits on 7 days a week. And he swearing now he worked for a Fortune 500 company. One day, I'm chilling in my room. I'm minding my business, practicing on myself on how I'm not going to be an uncle. But for the sake of this conversation, let's just say I was watching TV. He come in my room, he said, hey, nephew, I want you to go to work with me tomorrow, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to church with you? Okay, cool. I'm gonna entertain it. So the next day we get up, he said, okay. I said, but how we getting that? You don't drive, you don't got a car. He told me, don't worry about it, they gonna send a corporate car for us. I'm like, okay, cool. So he had me this folding chair, we go downstairs, couple minutes later, he said, okay, it's pulling up, it's a goddamn church van. And I'm like, this is not a corporate car. So I'm sitting there with this folding chair in my hand, and in my head I'm thinking like, this folding chair must belong to the church and you gotta take it back. So he opened up the door, the pastor's the driver, and I'm like, it's Sunday morning, waiting out at church, practicing your sermon, people waiting on you, right? So I opened the back door, ain't no seats back there. So this chair is for me to sit down in. It don't belong to the church. So now, I'm in this creepy church van with these creepy Christians. I hate my uncles, I'm just gonna say that. I had this one uncle, like, nobody bring their creepy uncles nowhere either. Why y'all don't bring them nowhere? I don't get it. They probably in the back room eating crackers. Invite them out next time, right? But anyway, I had this one uncle, his name was Uncle June. My mom used to tell me all these stories about my uncle, about how tough he was, how he used to beat people up, 4 or 5 people at one time, and the whole neighborhood was scared of him. Now, at the age of 13, that ain't the uncle I seen. The uncle I seen was skinny, about 100 pounds, he was an alcoholic, and in my head, I considered him weak. So the story didn't match up. So one day, I'm chilling in my room, practicing on myself, I ain't gonna be no uncle. But for the sake of this conversation, I was watching TV, all right? My uncle busted my room and he accused me of stealing his money. And I'm looking like, I ain't steal your money. Now, I'm 13, but I'm the same height I am now. I got a little muscle. I'm like, I can take my uncle. I'm pretty sure I can take my uncle, right? So I get a little tough, like, man, go on somewhere. I ain't steal your money. So my uncle stepped up to me and he opened up them big old crazy eyes. I got to remember all them stories in my head. I just got scared. I ain't even steal his money, but I gave him all the money I had in my pocket. Like, here you go right here. This your aunt. A couple minutes later, he come back. And he apologized. He said, nephew, I'm sorry, I found my money. It was in my socks. Here you go. Here your money back right here, right? I'm like, cool. Uncle June, you cool with me. So I count the money. All my money's still there. Plus, it's an additional $20. So I thought my uncle gave it to me because he feel bad for accusing to me. But that wasn't the story, right? I'm like, Uncle June, you cool, man. You good with me, right? Couple minutes later, he busts back in my room and creepy stealing his money again. This time, I ain't gonna back down for Uncle June. If Uncle June want this smoke, he gonna get these hands. I'm like, I'm not working for you no more, right? So he get in my face and give me his money. I said, nigga, get out of my face, get out of my room. He said, oh yeah? If I don't, what you gonna do about it? And I just got scared all over again and gave him my money and the additional $20 that he gave me, right? So he said, no, nephew, you didn't steal all my money, you just stole $20. So he gave my money back. I gave it back to him. He's like, what are you doing? I said, look here, dude, I'm 13 years old, you scaring me half to death, give me a heart attack, here go my money. Tell me what you think I should have. Give me what you think I deserve. All right, I'm Zary Frank, that's my time. See you guys.
great job. Thank you so much.